Kurt from Henkelman, Australia, and in this short video I'm going to demonstrate how to change your exhaust filter on your vacuum pump on Henkelman's range of tabletop machines. In order to change the vacuum pump's exhaust filter, step one would be turn the machine off, disconnect power from the back of the machine. With your Phillips head screwdriver, remove the screws from the rear panel and place to the side. Now that we have the rear of the machine accessible, we will need to locate the exhaust filter on the vacuum pump. This exhaust filter's position on all Henkelman machines will always face outwards, and you will need to remove a protective cover to access the exhaust filter. On this particular model of machine, we need to remove the 4 M6 bolts that hold the plastic cover in position on the exhaust filter. Now that the protective cover is removed, you'll be able to locate the exhaust filter that's mounted within the airbox of the vacuum pump. Depending on the model of pump and age of machine, this exhaust filter will be secured in position using a butterfly clip that might have a bolt or a screw securing and tensioning the butterfly clip into position. On this particular model, it's done so with a 4mm bolt. So I'll use a 7mm extension on my screwdriver with my 1/4" socket to remove the bolt. Please note you don't need to remove the bolt completely. You just need to loosen it so that your butterfly clip is loose and is removed. Your exhaust filter will now be able to be removed and your new filter installed. On this particular Bush 16 cubic meter pump, this exhaust filter has a pull tab located at the top, and by pulling on it, you'll be able to remove the entire filter. Please note that there should always be an O-ring installed around the mouth of your exhaust filter. If you do not remove the O-ring with your exhaust filter, you will need to get it from within the pump. Within your genuine Henkelman service kit, you will find a genuine Bush exhaust filter to suit your model of pump. Install this new filter in the same procedure as you removed the existing one, ensuring again that the O-ring is in position and that you take note of the little directional arrow that indicates the position that this filter should be installed once in the vacuum pump. To do so, slide into position and use your fingers to locate the mouth of the exhaust filter over the opening within the vacuum pump. Once orientation has been confirmed, this part is a little bit tricky. We need to reinstall the butterfly clip across the face of the exhaust filter and then tension. Please note as well that the exhaust filter does have a small indentation in the center of it, which is where this tension bolt needs to locate, and you do need to ensure that you get the bolt locating correctly on that exhaust filter. Once the butterfly is in position, tension using your 7mm socket. Please note that you do not need to screw the securing tensioning bolt all the way. What you do need to aim for is to ensure that the butterfly clip has now been sprung out to a straight and level position with regards to the face of the back of the exhaust filter's plastic cap. Once in position, just ensure that it's located securely and reinstall the protective cover on the back of the vacuum pump. Now that the pump is reassembled, my suggestion is that we reinstate power and turn the machine on and test that we've installed the exhaust filter in the correct position. Our key indicators that we'd be looking for here would be an audible indicator as well as a visual one if it was not installed correctly. If it's not seated correctly, you will hear the pump make a much more aggressive groany noise, and also you should see coming out the exhaust holes a white mist or vapor, which would indicate that the exhaust filter has not been installed or seated correctly within the vacuum pump. To do so, reinstate power and simply run the pump. The noise we heard there indicates that it's been installed correctly, and there was no visual indication of any oil vapor pushing out the exhaust. Disconnect the power and reinstall your rear cover.